How to make a kitchen island. Kitchen islands are a common addition to modern kitchen design. They serve a number of different functions, from providing much-needed workspace in open floor plans to allowing people to sit and eat in the kitchen without getting in the chef's way. Because they are often in the center of the kitchen, kitchen islands are focal points that require planning and careful consideration when it comes to purpose and aesthetics. You do not have to be a builder to make an island, but you should have some basic construction knowledge and a familiarity with tools. Read below to find a number of different ways to make and customize your own kitchen island. Method 1. Making a kitchen island from bookshelves. 1. Get 2 identical bookshelves. These should be roughly counter height or just above. They should be sturdy and preferably deeper than the standard bookshelf. You can paint them beforehand if you want them to be a different color. Measure their depth and width. 2. Figure out the dimensions of your countertop. Decide how long you want the countertop to be. It should be at least as long as the depth of both shelves plus a little extra to create the lip of the counter, but can include up to 4 or 5 feet between the bookshelves. Next, determine the width by taking the width of the bookshelves and adding a little extra to create a lip. 3. Purchase or make a countertop. Once you know the dimensions you need, you can purchase or make your own countertop. Make your own by purchasing medium-density fiberboard, MDF, or you can go to your local hardware store and purchase any number of materials cut to the exact size that you need. Butcher's block is a popular option as it is cheap, easy to clean, and great for use in kitchens. Granite may also be an option, but since slabs are so heavy, you will need less space between the bookshelves in order to be sure it is properly supported. If making your own from MDF, you can paint it to create a more table-like appearance, or you can laminate or tile the surface to use the island for food preparation. 4. Attach the counter to the shelves. With the shelves at the ends facing outward, place the counter on top and attach it to the shelves with brackets. These brackets will need to be screwed into bookshelves at the edges where the wood is thickest and then into the countertop, being careful not to use screws that are too long and protrude through the surface. Special considerations will need to be taken if using a granite countertop, as you cannot simply screw into the stone. Consult with your local hardware store before attempting this type of counter. 5. Add any desired finishing touches. If using MDF, you can paint, tile, or laminate the countertop based on your needs and preference. Hooks can be bracketed or glued to the outside of the bookshelves to hang kitchen towels. Depending on the type of bracket you chose to use, it may be possible to suspend a bar and hooks between the brackets in order to hang pots and pans. Keep in mind, however, that this can quickly become too heavy for the brackets, so don't hang too much. 6. For an alternative method, add a cabinet. A standard kitchen cabinet can be used between the bookshelves if you would rather have storage than legroom. This will also serve to give the island a more solid look and can be used to hide dishwashers and other appliances from the main view of your kitchen. You will need your cabinet and bookshelves to be the same height so that the countertop will go evenly across all 3 pieces. The easiest way to do this is to have shelves which are slightly shorter than the cabinet and add legs. You will also need the cabinet to be no deeper than the width of the bookshelves. The countertop will then need to be the length of the depth of both bookshelves, plus the width of the cabinet, plus a little extra to create the lip of the counter. The width of the countertop will be determined again by the width of the bookshelves. Attach the countertop to the cabinet and bookshelves by first screwing through the inside of the cabinet into the backside of the bookshelf, preferably at the sides as before, but possibly through the lower and upper horizontal sections if they can be reached. Then screw through the inside of the cabinet into the countertop above, again being careful of the length of your screw. Method 2. From a desk or table. 1. Find or make the right type of desk or table. For this style of kitchen island, you will need a desk or table which has 2 flat sides which act as the legs, similar to IKEA's Malm desk. You can purchase a table like this from furniture stores, or you can make one from 2 rectangles of sturdy wood, or thick plywood. They should be at least 2 inch thick. The first rectangle will serve as the countertop and should be cut to the desired size. The second rectangle will be cut in half and used to form the legs of the table, shortened if they make the counter higher than desired. Join these together by cutting a 45 degrees angle at the edge of both sides of the top and at one end of each of the 2 legs. You will then need to press these angles together, lining the inside of the joint with wood glue and screwing from the top of the legs into the center of the countertop at least 4 points. Once completed, you can paint or laminate the main section of the island as desired. 2. Find cabinets and organizers. Next, you will attach cabinets or organizers to the underside of the table in order to create interesting and usable space in your design. These will be chosen partially by the space, as the width of the island will determine the depth of any cabinets, and partially by your organizational needs. You will need to be sure that they equal the length and width of the underside of the island. They also should be no taller than the underside. Use a pair of upper cabinets with organizational shelves sandwiched between them to maximize usability with your island. It will be best if the cabinets are double-sided, so that some items can be accessed regardless of where you are in your kitchen. 3. Attach the cabinets to the desk. Attach these by screwing from the inside of the cabinets or shelves into whatever part of the main island they are touching, as well as each other if there is any wood thick enough. Be sure to use only screws which go no further than halfway through the wood panel, as any further may split, warp, or puncture the outer surface. 4. Add details and finishing touches. You can paint the counter storage if you want, either the same color as the main island or a contrasting color. You can also add different countertops if you wish, by tiling the wood, adding butcher's block or a granite slab. Method 3 from a dresser. 1. Find a dresser. Find a dresser that is suitable to make into a kitchen island. Overly long or very heavy dressers will make poor kitchen islands. Instead, look for something which is roughly the length and width of the area you want to occupy in your kitchen. If you want the island to be a different color when it's done, paint the dresser now, as it will be more difficult to do once the top has been replaced. 2. Add legs or wheels. If the top of the dresser is too low, you can raise it to proper height by adding legs, if you want it stationary, wheels, if you want it mobile, or both, if you need more height than just wheels can provide. Be sure to factor in any changes you will be making to the countertop, as adding a thicker countertop will also add height. How these legs and wheels are added will vary widely depending on the style of the dresser. Consult with a local expert for advice and be sure to follow any additional instructions included with the packaging of wheels or legs. 3. Replace the back, if necessary. If the back of the dresser is unsightly or damaged, replace it by cutting or having cut a custom-sized piece of MDF or particle board. Carefully remove the old one and then nail the new one into place. You can add usability to the back by painting it with chalkboard paint to create a blackboard for writing grocery lists or as doodle space for the kids. Another way to use the space would be to screw hooks or bars into solid, stationary sections on the other side of the backing. These can be used to hang kitchen towels, paper towels, oven mitts, or kitchen tools. 4. Replace or cover the top. If you want to have a more prep-friendly countertop, you can carefully remove the existing dresser top and replace it with a custom-sized countertop of your preferred material. If the existing top is fairly rectangular with clean, straight edges, you should be able to tile it easily. What you do will largely depend on your skill, needs, and preferences. Method 4 from kitchen cabinets. 1. Buy kitchen cabinets. Purchase any combination of kitchen cabinets which do not have a countertop already attached, as this will allow you to combine them into a single unit in your preferred arrangement by adding a single countertop. You can buy cabinets which resemble or are the same as your existing cabinets, or you can get cabinets which are different but match. Pay attention to the back and sides of the cabinets. If they are unfinished, you will need to finish them yourself. Cover them with plywood or MDF, which can then be painted. 2. Arrange cabinets. Arrange the cabinets in the place and order that you would like them to go. You will likely want to join multiple pieces together, if using more than one unit. Do this by screwing from the inside of one cabinet and into the other. Try to do this in areas where the wood is thickest, such as at the frame. You can have both cabinets facing the same direction, have them face in opposite directions, or, if the dimensions allow it, with one cabinet facing to the side. It will depend on the look you are going for and the way you intend to use the space. 3. Add a countertop. Once the cabinets are placed, make or purchase a countertop to cover all pieces. You can use a variety of materials, from butcher's block to granite. Even a poured slab of concrete, stained, textured, or left alone, can make an excellent countertop. It will need to be sized according to the dimensions of the cabinet combinations you've chosen. Just be sure to leave an extra 2 inches in both length and width, in order to create the lip of the counter. 4. Add finishing touches. Add any finishing touches and detail you desire to personalize your new kitchen island. You can alter it to more visually match with your style, your kitchen, or your home. You can also add storage solutions in order to maximize your counter space, making room for more appliances or more workspace to prepare amazing meals for your family. You can paint the lower sections of your new island to contrast with the rest of your cabinets, or you can leave them as they are. Try experimenting with bright colors to add interest and pop to your kitchen. Try to mimic the existing bright colors in your kitchen, such as the colors on fruit or a prominently displayed vase. Add organization elements to the sides or backs of the cabinets. You can mount a paper towel rack or hooks for dish towels. You can place a magazine rack to store printed recipes and cooking magazines. You can even mount a caddy to store important cooking tools. Most of these will need to be screwed into the wood. Just be sure that when you mount these elements, you attach them to areas thick enough to support the screw. Examples would be the support for shelves or any part of the frame. You can also use strong glues, such as commercial products designed for hanging objects. Warnings. Be very careful with all tools used in making these kitchen islands. It is easy to hurt yourself with even simple tools like screwdrivers. Especially use caution around more dangerous tools, like saws.